I'm Lisa. I just finished choking. That might be why you notice. No, you may notice that my eyes are really red and watery. That's why. I'm here to answer your monthly questions. So, what's the first one?
First one is from Jordan. Is singing the thing you thought you'd be doing at 26? Have you ever had thoughts on doing something else?
100% yes, this is what I thought I'd be doing, and 100% no. Well, okay. Since I decided I wanted to be a singer, I have never wanted to do anything else and probably will never want to do anything else. However, before I realized I wanted to be a musician, performer, whatever, which I realized when I was like 8. 8. When I did my first musical, I was like, oh my gosh, performing. I realized I loved being on stage and I never looked back. But before that, I wanted to be a professional triathlete because I really loved sports and I was doing triathlons at the time. I won my first one at 8 years old. I know, I'm talented. But I loved sports. I wanted to be an Olympic swimmer, a triathlete, a figure skater briefly. Mainly I think just because my mom, for some reason I thought I'm supposed to do what my mom does, so she went really far in swimming and I loved swimming, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a swimmer. And then I was like, actually, I think I want to be a pianist, because she was a pianist, and I was like, I think I want to get the same degree in the same major and be a piano teacher like my mom. But then when I realized performing was my love, it was all over from there. But yeah, I don't want to do anything else right now. I don't really have other... I always say, if I couldn't do a career in music, I would do hair and makeup, because I do love that, and I've done makeup on quite a few people now, and I really enjoy it, but that doesn't come close to my passion and talent for music. I'm way better at music than hair and makeup, so yes, music is my main.
Brooke asks, what's one thing people would never know about you just by looking at you?
By looking at me? I mean, how much can you know about someone by looking at them? Honestly, there's a lot. Something that you wouldn't know. Oh, I love the sound of birds. It's so relaxing and distracting. Something you wouldn't know from looking at me. Ariel, can you think of anything? Looking at me? Maybe I should get over that part and just think something people wouldn't know about me, right? Maybe I'm being too specific.
I think by looking at you, people would know you're an introvert.
Oh, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay.
That you're actually very quiet.
Yeah, I get really overwhelmed socially. I need a lot of alone time. I do love going out and being around people, and I don't do it enough now, but I used to do it all the time. But a lot of people think oh, you're so outgoing, you must be an Enneagram 3 if you like the Enneagram and stuff. They're like, you're so driven and blah, blah, but I'm like, I'm also really lazy and lose motivation quickly sometimes. But anyway, yeah, people don't believe me when I tell them I'm an introvert.
Shaylin asks, what are your tips for being bold?
Being bold. I do love to be bold. I personally just enjoy it, so it comes naturally. I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice on how to overcome the fear of it, because I don't have a fear of it. But I guess I would say just realize that, well, I don't know, it's hard because people like Amy hates standing out or being different. Things that she goes through that I would love, being shorter than everyone. If I was shorter than everyone, I'd probably embrace it. I'm the short one, I was I'm the one with long hair. I'm the one with short hair. I love setting myself apart. But she hates that, so I don't really know how to get her to enjoy it, but I always encourage her. I'm just realize that it's just one more thing that makes you more visible to people, which is also something I love. It makes you able to be seen. It can help people appreciate you, remember you. And think of how you feel when you notice something cool about someone else that's different. It's oh, that's so cool. Look at this or look at that, there's very few things about people that we notice besides rudeness, where it's ugh. Most of the time you notice something and you think it's cool. So I don't know if that really helps, but I naturally enjoy it a lot.
Rachel wants to know, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Respect by Aretha Franklin. Sometimes Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande if I'm feeling a slower vibe. Or Irreplaceable by Beyonce, but that one's actually really hard. It's a very difficult range. It's a little too... It's on my break. Since You've Been Gone, Kelly Clarkson. That's a great one too, when I'm mad.
Crystal asks, what is your best idea for a date?
Wait, sorry, I forgot one more. What's Up for Non-Blondes? I always do that one. Okay, best idea for a date?
Yeah.
Like me personally?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I said this in the
Probably.
last one. I'm right? Or is it
I feel
like
like this is about you.
okay,
so,
let's make it about me. Generally, we love going to ramen. Can't go wrong. There's this really fun place. It's like in Nashville, so they have like hot chicken buns where it's like that Asian like fluffy bun
Bao.
thing. But then I don't know what it's called.
Bao.
But then they put coleslaw and hot chicken in it. It's so good. Like it's not authentic at all, but it's so good.
Me.
It's so we should go. So that's really good. I also really love classes. I mean, Valentine's Day last year we did a painting class. This year, my fiance and I did a cooking class, and we went ice skating last year when we were in Chicago. Like, I'm just thinking of all these active things that we do. I just think it's way more fun than like, oh, going to dinner, getting a movie. Like, that's fun too, but it always makes me feel kind of old. I feel like mom and dad, you know, like, oh, we went to a nice dinner and now we're going home. Because that's what my parents always did. Like, they didn't really do like dates. They just went to dinner. So I really like to do activities. So just if you have an activity that you love to do, like ice skating or something, it'll probably be a great date. As long as the other person isn't absolutely terrible at it.
From Angelica, how do you and your fiance involve God in your relationship?
Oh my gosh, a lot. First of all, we go to church twice every Sunday because we go to different churches. Our faiths are actually really, really similar, like at the core, but there's just like some nuances that are different. So we go to church twice every Sunday. We go to his and then we go to mine. Honestly, it's like we don't have like specific things that we do to involve God. Oh, someone said, I think it was Billie Eilish or someone, I don't know, I just heard about this recently. For her, music is like wearing underwear, where it's like even when you're not doing it, like it's always there and you know that it's there. So it's like her wearing underwear, where it's just like, it's just something you do. Like you don't really think about it. Like we talk about God a lot. Every time we're discussing like big steps and stuff, we're always thinking like, what does the Bible say about this? Or like, what is the right thing to do in this situation? Or like, what would God think of this? Like, we always have talks too about like, who is God really? Like, what does he really think? Like, I have a lot of people around me telling me this, telling me that, a lot of extremes too of like, anything you do is totally fine. Or like, you are going to hell. And I'm like, like there's a lot of extremes. And it's like, that always gets me thinking too. And like, we always talk about that. Like, who is God really? Like from the evidence that we have, what does he really think of what we're doing and stuff like that we can actually draw from? Like this is from God in the Bible or whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's basically us wearing underwear. It's so natural. It just happens all the time. And yeah.
Your last question is from Ella. Are you watching anything interesting at the moment?
I'm watching a great documentary called Stink about chemicals in everyday products that are not even on the labels and stuff. Like companies don't even warn you about them, even though they're really bad for you. So I really recommend that. I feel like I just thought of something else I can't remember. I'm always watching The Office, literally always watching The Office, but I recommend the Stink documentary a lot. And I don't know if it's appropriate, but I'm about to start watching the Love is Blind show, so let me just get through that and then I'll tell you if it's good or not, or like, ooh, X-rated, I don't even know, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely go watch Stink. And that was the last question. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next month.